To select audio navigation, press Enter now.
Is it Nick?
Yes, it's Nick.
Nick, right, okay, Nick. Can you tell us how you got the role in Torchwood? I mean, did you win a competition or something?
Well, I'm an actor, and...
Sorry, I wasn't told. I just thought you were a fan.
Right.
We talked a little bit when you weren't here, John, about Sylvester McCoy's sex wink.
I've just remembered, I've left my medication in the car.
Yeah.
It starts me having these blind rages.
Do the hustle.
Is he going to start singing?
Is this some sort of homage to Heart to Heart?
Because when they met, it was Douglas Adams' plagiarism.
Why is he slagging off the Sun so much? What's he got against the Sun? Third-rate star.
Yes, Wendy Padbury was very nice. She played Zoe in Patrick Charlton stories. It was lovely to meet her. But did I want to sacrifice my voice to meet her? I'm not certain. She was in the wheel in space, for God's sake.
Recently, I was in the Fitzroy Tavern and I had the great good fortune to stumble upon Clayton Hickman. And this is what he said. One of the things that we've been intrigued about was Companion Academy on Totally Doctor Who. How did you feel dashing children's dreams?
I don't know what Gangsters is. I guess it's a fanboyish thing, I suppose. I don't know if there's any significance to it. I think you'd be better off asking Stephen Moffat that.
Yeah, sure. We'll just ask Stephen Moffat on the next podcast.
I can't wait for the episode where we find out the gap between their teeth is actually a portal to another dimension.
Hello, this is Tachyon TV. We can't come to the phone right now because we are hurling cheap, lazy insults at the stolen earth. If you're Colin Baker's lawyer, press 1.
Well, we've just received a critical mauling to great popular acclaim, I have to say, from Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor. Well, we were joking that Colin might not have liked our fancy, but then he went into great detail about some blithering idiot walked up to him and offered him a fanzine, at which point he accused us of being parasites, and that if we didn't like the programme, we should just f*** off.
The crowd then rose to their feet as one.
Cheering, baying, and one of them actually lit a burning torch.
I'm still shaking. It was terrible. Worst nightmare come true. Could have been worse. It could have been a good doctor.
I didn't see anything and I don't know any of you people whatsoever.
Where are you from? BBC Radio?
No.
It's not television because I'm camera shy.
I actually loved Planet of Fire when it was on. God, it was that last year when I was still watching as a kind of enthusiastic kid viewer, not recording it every week and not reading the Target books or anything like that, but just loving watching it. Until the end. It was at the end of this series that I made the little transformation into a Ming Mong. And of course, like all Mongs, I never enjoyed it again as much afterwards.
Isn't he wearing eyeliner?
He's wearing a lot of makeup at this point. He was written into his contract. He was getting a bit bored in season 20, so if he'd have done season 22, he'd have been like the full Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Harold Pinter wasn't in The Abominable Snowmen. This is wishful thinking from... Kate Bush didn't write Kinder, right? This dates back to John Peel's Doctor Who file books that where Stephanie Bidmead, who was in Galaxy 4, was the wife of Christopher Bidmead, despite the fact she's about 30 years older than him and died in 1974.
And the guy looked like he was at gunpoint. Someone was off camera, pointing a gun at his head, saying, race through this boring rubbish, otherwise we'll shoot you, and then we'll go on to your family. That doesn't, to me, make for a good DVD extra.
It's a shame this isn't in colour.
Lawrence was desperate for money and persuaded Lars to pay for a series of books. Then he realised that he needed somebody who actually knew something about Doctor Who on board.
At that time we were treated as the second coming because we were the only official BBC Doctor Who thing being made, not counting the books, and you don't, do you?
We've got Mr. Kai Owen with us. Hi, Kai.
How you doing?
And we're all here to talk about a programme that's very important to all of us. The programme is, of course, Tipping a Stad. Okay, hello, this is Tachyon TV. We're at the Gallifrey 1 convention, and we're very, very pleased to have a very special guest. It's Mr. Phil Collinson. Hi, Phil.
Hello.
Now, we'd like to talk about a programme that we all have an interest in, and that you worked on with Russell T Davies, and it's called Spring Hill.
Please help now, as together we can shut these tiresome cunts up once and for all.
Hello, you've reached the answer phone of Clayton Hickman, freelancer extraordinaire. Hello, you've reached the answer phone of Steve O'Brien, hotshot reporter and man about town.
Hello, You've reached the answer phone of Harold Pinter. If you would like a dramatic pause, please press 1.
Hello, this is Phil Collinson of Spring Hill fame. You're listening to Tachyon TV, and you probably shouldn't be.
I'm but one part of this process, of course. I'm dealing with the sound, I'm dealing with the effects, I'm dealing with the music, I'm dealing with the effects, I'm dealing with the raw footage, I'm dealing with the mixes of the music, I'm dealing with the effects, I'm dealing with the pack of steaks, I'm dealing with the swastika and all the Nazi paraphernalia, I'm dealing with the effects. It's made a rod for my back.
Tachyon.
Tachyon TV.
I'm John Levine, and hang on, I'm John Levine. Still have an accent, I can't remember one line. Just say it one more time.
You're listening to Tachyon TV.
Tachyon.
Tachyon TV.
People are looking at me.
I mean, I don't suppose you've got Capaldi's phone number, have you?
Well,
we'd quite like an interview with him, really.
Well, I mean, you'd have to contact his agent, wouldn't you?
Oh, there's agents and stuff. So it's Nick. Is it Nick?
Yes.
Nick, right, okay.